Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 3 of the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series. You see it up there at the top of the screen. Like and subscribe, Motorman Broadcast, and we're back at it once again for the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series round 3 at Michigan. Oh, baby, gonna be a good one here tonight. Basically, the biggest track that we're gonna have pretty much on the schedule because there is no Daytona, there is no Talladega, so this is your super speedway for all you super speedway fanatics. You're going to see it all unfold here tonight live on Motormouth Broadcasting. Good evening, folks. I'm the Redneck Announcer, Jake Reeves, my good buddy, co-commentating, producing, Big Jim Cunningham alongside, ready for another one, ready to get her done, so to speak. Jim, buddy, how the hell are you? We're back. We're at it, baby.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned get her done. I got a story for you about that, but that's later. No, man, good to be here with you again, as always. You know I love Michigan. I love these kind of tracks that are worn surfaces that you can race all over the place. This is going to be one of those. Tire wears at a premium. That's my favorite kind of racing as well. Yeah, man, I think it's going to be a good one. And I tell you what, this season has really opened up, man. You know, last year, if you'd have told me that some 16-year-old kid was going to come in here and start beating these old boys, I'd have told you were crazy. You know, them guys are fast. They practice a lot. You know, they race smart. But yet, it's happened. Trevor Quisenberry, 2 races in, 2 wins. Not dominant fashion, but he won both of them either way. So, yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely excited, to kind of see how this one is going to work out, obviously. And, with a track like Michigan, we had Atlanta, obviously, that was the first race. And, obviously it was a hometown deal and everything. Like you mentioned, Trevor Quisenberry winning 2 weeks in a row, trying to go for 3 in a row tonight. And, with this kind of track right here at the 2-mile Michigan International Speedway, it kind of seems like an old Tim Duggar song. Really, like a cold beer night. That's what it kind of seems like with the speed that we're going to see here tonight with some of these guys, the drafting effect. Got a little tire wear that may come into play as well, Jim. I'm telling you, I love this place with a passion. I love racing here. I love driving here. This place hates me, though. I cannot finish here to save my life. I suck. Terribly. I suck here. But I love watching races. I love racing here. It's just I always know what's going to happen. I always end up at the end of a tow hook.
Well, another reference to Toe Mater. But that's another story for another time again. But, yeah, man, these new guys have come in here, and they really did a good job. They recruited good guys, and they weren't afraid to bring in guys who were fast and could beat them. And I got a lot of respect for that. Man, Lucas Wright on his first lap just jumped up to he's up to 6th on the board right now. Where's Scott Casanave? Oh, he's done already. Okay, he's in 3rd right now. So the only one left we got out on track that's got a chance at beating the pole time is Lucas Wright and Steve Harrison, who is just getting out on track. We do have a new driver tonight also. Let me find his name. I know he's been around here, and now he's back. Oh, did he abandon
Robert Dudley, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, Dudley, that's right, yeah. Apparently he'd been in the league before we started broadcasting it. So Lucas Wright did not improve. All right. So we got one car left out on track now. It's going to be Harrison, I think. Let's see what he can do.
And Jim, remember from last week when Steve Harrison, he was actually feeling a little bit iffy.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
What do we got?
What is that right there?
Oh, damn. Look at this.
Got
it on the hood.
Seems got it over. Oh, I like that.
And comes to 8th on that as well.
There you go.
Motor Cinch Madness with Motormouth Broadcasting on the hood. Steve Harrison coming out and getting a 8th out of this. Remember, Jim, I talked about this last week with Steve Harrison kind of feeling a little bit under the weather.
Yes.
Wasn't really up to par with what he was trying to accomplish last week at Texas. Said he might just go about halfway and then just call it. Not exactly sure where Mr. Harrison finished last week, but we won't put it on him or count it against him. because, I mean, I wouldn't want to race if I was sick. Hell, I probably wouldn't even showed up, to be honest with you. Harrison comes out this time, does not better his first lap, but he's still going to be in the 8th spot.
That doesn't surprise me. With tire wear here and the size of this track and everything, I could see the first lap being the hot lap here for most people. Which of the guys, we kind of came in just a wee tiny bit late tonight anyway, just because we were running.
It was my fault.
No, not really. It was more mine than yours, but we came in a little bit late, and because the name of this channel is Motormouth Broadcasting for a reason, and the reason is because I like to run my mouth. Why is the ticker acting so weird? It's like clicking along. It's acting strange. Anyway, so that's qualifying done and dusted right there. We still got a minute or so left. I'll tell you what, dude. Let's do this. I'm going to pull up the points real quick, and we'll talk about that while we got a chance before we get this thing going tonight. Okay, now that's not showing up. Oh, everything's acting really weird and delayed. That's strange. I may have to reset here. So anyway, there's our point standings right there. You can go over the say top 10 or so. And we'll, it's early in the season, but we'll keep them. We'll get closer in depth on them as the season goes on. But early on, this is what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Trevor Quessenberry. I keep messing his name up, which is a good thing. When you keep messing his name up and he ends up winning the first 2 races, there you see it right there. I mean, 2 wins on the season, and we've only ran 2 races. This being the 3rd week right here, and he's obviously with the points lead. Alan Marr currently sitting 7 points behind him in that P2 spot. Rusty Robinson, Frank Caruso, Dan Collison rounding out the top 5. Then you got Corn Prost, you got Michael Logston, which is Bud Light Mike. Yeah. In the 7th spot right there. And just look at the points as they separate from there, from Bud Light Mike on down. You got Bobby Lane Jr., Bobby Joe, then you got Lucas Wright, and Scott Casanave, your defending series champion from season 10, all the way down in the 10th spot. He's actually tied right now with one of the newcomers, Vincent Short, for that top 10 spot. And I'll say this. The one thing that strikes me as odd, there's 2 things that strike me as odd as we're getting ready for the grid right here, Jim. Trevor Quessenberry coming out 2 times in a row. He didn't get good qualifying runs, didn't get a good one in this one, but 2 races he didn't qualify worth a damn, and he ends up winning the race, and he is the points leader. The other one on the flip side of that top 10 is Scott Casanave. The champion won a bunch of races last season, and now he is literally going to have to work for it over the next couple of weeks to try to get back up there and try to make a run to be a champion 2 times in a row. As we got the grid lined up for you for the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series here at Michigan, Andrew Lohmeyer, Vincent Short. So I'm tied with, obviously, Casanave for that 10th spot. Up on that front row, there's Scott Casanave starting in P3. Bobby Joe going to roll off from P4 here this evening. Right behind them, BJ Lane III. Talked to him earlier on a while ago. He's ready to rock and roll here tonight with Lucas Wright, one of the newcomers, rolling off from P6. Second in the points coming into tonight, starting in P7, and that's Alan Marr. Alan Marr trying to keep that consistency rolling, and Steve Harrison hopefully feeling better here tonight. Going to be rolling off from P8, and what a run he had in qualifying. Dan Collison rolling off from P9. And there's Lightning McQueen himself, the 95 of AK, Austin Cornprost, rolling off from P10. Robert Dudley, the name that we were talking about a while ago. We haven't seen him in quite some time here in the HRT2HEART. But here he is with the Mercury, number 49 Toyota. He'll be rolling off from P11. And Ryan Perrone got the American flag colors rolling off behind him in P12. 13th is William Martin. Thank God he ain't got the Georgia Bulldogs on there anymore. I was about sick of seeing that. James Borden with the Sting colors, with WCW still rocking it with the Sting colors. James Borden rolling off from P14 here tonight. Benny Jones rolling off from P15. And the kid, literally the kid, that has caught this league by surprise over the first 2 weeks, your point leader coming in tonight, Trevor Quessenberry, rolling off from P16 here this season. 17th. You will find Rusty Robinson. Rusty going to try to roll off good from 17th. And Troop Holden has got some followers out there in the live chat. Still got the Terry Labonte scheme going on. He'll be rolling up for P18 tonight. And then top 20, you will find Ronald Robertson in the 8, number 8 Pennzoil truck. And Bud Light Mike rolling off from P20. Rest of the field as they are working their way into turn 3 and 4, getting ready for the start. Jason Coffey, Brandon Ressler, 21st, 22nd. Then you flip-flop back, and you got Matt Yoakum's cousin, William Yoakum, with Charles Unruh, the 24th starter, and jumping Joe Flack. Back there, P26, his inside is Frank Caruso, newcomer here in the league. Pace truck working its way through 3 and 4, 2 miles in length here tonight. 80 laps to decide it here for round 3 of the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series. Ladies and gentlemen, we're glad you're with us. We're getting ready. Get your whiskey ready. Get your chicken wings ready. Get whatever you got ready. We're going green. Full throttle. Full speed. Jim, let's go ahead and let everybody hear all this excitement because we don't get to usually do it. Let's let everybody hear these engines roar here on the start here at Michigan. Back at it here in Michigan. You just saw Alan Moore coming off of pit road. Not sure what that deal was. Second coming into the points here tonight. He's going to have a hell of a hill to climb if he wants to try to keep it in that second spot. Bobby Lane Jr. going to slide all the way up here. Already in the P1 spot. Vincent Short now in second. Lucas Wright, BJ Lane the third, Andrew Lohmeyer. All the way down to the P5 spot. Scott Castanave already dropped 4 spots down to the 7th spot. And we're still keeping our eyes on the number 6, Trevor Quisenberry, the rookie coming in. How about Robert Dudley? How about you? Good time to be back for the 49 already. The biggest mover in the field. Frank Caruso, William Yoakum, Jason Coffey, Lucas Wright, the biggest movers. But Robert Dudley, boy, I bet you, Jim, he's got to be happy to be back already up 5 spots.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is, why would you not want to be happy to be back here, man? Good racing, and yeah, he's apparently they said he was really fast. In fact, he's a previous champion here, I believe. Bobby Joe said that Dudley beat him out for a championship one season or something. So that was close.
Oh,
there.
Damn, we got door banging up in the 3rd spot. Vincent Short. And I believe it might have been BJ Lane the third right there on the inside lane. They door banged a little bit coming off of turn number 2. Got a little bit tight over there, Jim. It does get a little bit tight over there. Coming off turn 2, it does a little bit off of 4 as well. But you can get tight. You can get loose a lot over there off that turn 2 area. Real tricky.
Yeah, and I haven't looked yet. Let me get rid of this, and I'm going to pull up the weather here. Let's see what the track temperature is because it can 93 degrees. That's pretty warm track. I mean, that's not blistering hot or anything, but this place is already slick enough, so that's certainly not going to help that at all. That's it's going to be slick today, which again makes for good racing. So again, that's my kind of my kind of racing back. Look at these guys, 3 wide back here. We had Terry Labonte's scheme there in the right down the middle. And look, they 3 wide back there with Borden in the middle. Alan Marr.
Yeah.
Is he down a lap or no? He's not down a lap, is he? Oh, maybe he is.
No, he just got back on the lead lap. Alan Marr, I believe he may be back on the lead lap in the 9. No, he is not.
No, he's down.
Actually, he's still trying to catch back up.
That's all right, though. I mean,
Really curious about that.
There may be, yeah, me too, actually. There may be a caution as well. So, he'll have that opportunity as long as we don't get too long of a green flag run. By the way, that's the inside of the timing tower there. That's what that looks like. No, man, Bobby Joe, he slid right on up to the front. Lucas Wright's up 4 spots now in second. Dudley up 6 spots into 5th already. But we'll see. It's one thing to be fast early. Let's see if you can be fast late in the tire run here. That's a whole nother animal, We've seen Castanev slide back and save his stuff, so that's not uncommon. He's back 4 spots, but I don't find that to be surprising. Holy cow, is that Cullison blinking like that? Who is that?
Cullison. Yeah, Dan Cullison blinking all over the place.
Yeah,
literally probably going to scare the crap out of Steve Harrison right there, who's right behind him. Jim, you mentioned something a second ago that we haven't really got a chance to talk to the folks at home about. Obviously, we talked about this as 80-lap race. Obviously, fuel run, they're looking at around 30 to 37. If you can somehow stretch it to 40, then you're in very good shape to be able to try to pull this off. The big thing about this, though, Jim, is there's a new deal. There's a new deal going on, obviously, with Heart to Heart.
Yeah, that's
they
right.
have a race controller in now. So we have a race control. Not exactly sure who that is, Jim, but they do have somebody that's watching it, calling these races.
Speed Zone Race Control right there. There's the logo on the screen. Speed Zone Race
Control. There you go.
Yeah.
So they got them.
Apparently they are widely known, commonly used apparently. So good, solid race control company. And, my first question was, I was like, why'd you guys spend money to hire race control? I mean, you don't hardly have any wrecks, and, and they basically explained it, they wanted to keep it fair. They felt like, man, that Lucas Wright was just blinking on the bottom there. Holy cow, man, we got some blinking issues going on tonight. They just want to keep it fair, and if somebody needs to, basically, if you cause a wreck, you're going to the end of the line. Even if you survive the wreck, but you and you continue on, you're still going to the end of the line. There's going to be a penalty for that. BJ, did you see the tail get happy on that thing? Yeah, he's going to lose some spots there. They're going to come on around him. Actually,
he was all over the place.
Well, they kind of checked up behind him too, so it's not going to hurt him as bad as I thought. I thought he was about to get freight train there. But, they're just going to implement some things like, obviously that. And then if they want people to have proper pit road etiquette, even though you can kind of drive through somebody on pit road and stuff, they want them to stay to the right-hand side until till you get 3 places from your pit box and then come in. If you don't do that, you'll get an end of the line. So, just tighten it up, which is really strange to say, but just tightening up the racing standards a little bit, which, again, it cracks me up considering this is arguably one of the highest racing standard leagues I've ever covered for sure, as we see Rusty and Trevor Quisenberry here going back at it back here in 15th, 16th. Well, apparently we're going to get the inside of that camera tower that title tower all night long.
Yeah, it does seem like that. Jim, talking about that.
Or something. Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
they may have a couple of them apparently one way or another. But yeah, I agree. Because you don't want, and I will say this, and I agree with them 100%. Getting the race control and getting everything lined up with that, you want to do that. You really want to do that, Jim. You want to have that happen. You want to have it as fair as possible. to, at least for everybody that's out there racing, you don't want somebody to sit there and have somewhat of an unfair advantage. We see it all the time in other races. No, not saying that anybody has done it in here, but you don't want to, make, somebody sit there and go, well, look, this guy drove through too many boxes. This guy was just literally driving down the left side of pit road. They don't want to get put in that kind of situation.
Right.
They've obviously, it's like we've talked about. This is one of the best leagues, that we call. You don't want to have somebody come in. Not saying anybody will. I don't want nobody going after me and get beef on me for that. But you don't want anybody to come in here and try to overstay their welcome or take advantage of what is going on out here. You don't want anybody to do that.
No.
When this has been it's been a clean league and everything's been good. I agree. Yeah, if you got the extra money to go ahead and throw it out there for a race controller, and hell, they may have an easy night tonight. Race control, they may just sit there and watch a great race like we're going to watch anyway. They may not have to worry about making the first call out of anything. They may not have to worry about it. But if they do have a situation, that's what that race controller is there for. There's a lot of race leagues that do it, and I applaud Bobby Lane or Bobby Joe, BJ, all those guys for just trying to make sure that this league stays as fun and as fair as it is. And I don't.
Well, to me,
I don't blame them one.
The thing that it does for me is, I think, as far as I'm concerned, but your mic's kind of fading in and out a little bit there, just so you know. I think for me, it only makes this league even better. Like, this league was already super legit, legit a great league. And now people are going to know it's fair. They've got race control. It's not going to be in the hands of somebody whose brother or cousin or daddy or whatever. Oh, he didn't get a penalty because they best friends or whatever. That's all. Not that it ever happened, but they've taken that out of the mix. That it can't happen now. And so to me, it only legitimizes this league all the more, and it makes it. It just makes it a league that more and more people are going to want to be a part of. Not to toot our own horn, but they've got pretty good broadcasting here, and at least we think so. And also, now they got this race control. They've got a great atmosphere. One of the things that came up this week, and I'll touch on it, is we've got a young man in here who's under the age of 18, and there was some questions whether or not, if somebody thought that it would be cool for somebody under the age of 18 to be in here with these adults, even though his father does watch the races, and so he's obviously an active part of what his son's doing. But and I said my open opinion was I can't think of a better league that I've ever been a part of for a young man to be involved in. The values that these guys in this league have are exactly the kind of stuff that I want my son to be raised on. They're good guys. They help. They're friendly. They're just clean. It's a great league. And so that was all. That just came up this week, and I just wanted to express my opinion on that openly. I say openly, I say that you couldn't ask for a better league. I would trust my son to have been with these guys from a very early age because they are the type of gentlemen that I would want my kid to be around. So I'm just going to say that. But back to the racing. Again, like I said, we'll see. I don't think race control is going to have too much to do throughout the year. There may be might be an end of line or two, maybe the occasional some other kind of penalty or something. But this is just too clean of a league for them to need to do too much, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Don't look now.
Jim, you were talking about my microphone and everything else. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell's going on my end. Sometimes it's Discord. It's Discord.
Yeah, it's Discord. Have you looked at your ping right now? What are you pinging?
It was a while ago. It was in the red at like 512, and then it bumped back down to 58. And I'm like, ugh.
Well, I mean, we
So
should
I
be
don't
good.
know.
We're all on, we're on
Yeah.
relatively close servers. Yeah, it's Discord though. It happens. Don't
Yeah.
look now,
Anybody don't
but
know.
there's somebody in second place already. He's up 9 spots. Dudley's rolling, man.
Yeah.
We're 21 laps into this fuel and tire run here, and Dudley's on the move. He's fast. In fact,
Yeah, I mean, Robert Dudley, I mean, this is the first time that we've actually seen him. By the way, real quick, got to throw it out there for you, Discord, on how many times that you have actually screwed me and others while we're trying to broadcast.
we definitely got beat.
Yeah, that is terrible.
definitely-
Everybody that is... If you've broadcasted, you've had issues with Discord. I guarantee you. You've had them. I've had them. We've all had them. There you see it. The fastest 5-lap averages. Troop Holden. He's the fastest one right now out of everybody.
He's in 26.
Is he Trevor Quisenberry right there as well?
Oh, he's had to pit. He pitted on lap 13. You missed
13.
That. I was on my
had
rant.
some
I was on
damage.
my rant then.
I think I was on a rant too. We both got mixed up on it. But you mentioned it right here with Robert Dudley. Jim, this is the first time that we have seen Robert Dudley here with Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series. The very first time we've seen him.
Yeah.
And it's showing. Literally, I mean, it's showing, the high praise that Bobby Joe was giving this 49. And it is showing right now with Robert Dudley up here rocking and rolling. Andrew Lohmeyer right there behind him. Vincent Short there as well. Fastest 5 best laps.
Yeah.
And it's Steve Harrison. Robert Dudley right there on that list as well. The 3rd fastest one with Bobby Joe right there who's leading it. Maybe not for long, though. Dudley to the
taking it to the
inside.
bottom, yeah. Bobby
Joe up top. And here comes Lohmeyer. Where's Andrew Lohmeyer going to go? Or is he going to just
Short
split it or drop it low? Go 3rd. But now Vincent Short right there as well. Front 4 trying to get away from everybody.
Yeah, talking about Vincent Short while we got him up here in the shot, man, he's been fast these last couple of races, or I should say these first couple. Oh no, Bobby Joe is around.
No, it looked like Vincent Short got tagged and got sent around too. Both of them, Andrew Lohmeyer got both of them, might have. And caution is out.
Let's see what happened there.
Well, race director is going to have their first hand at this, I guess.
All right, let me get rid of this thing off the screen here. Let's go back. I'm going to go back to this here. We're on board with Vincent Short here. And that's Bobby Joe right in front of him. Okay, all right. Well, how did he go around? Well, we'll see that in a second. So Bobby Joe and the 31 got together there. So that was Lohmeyer, of course. Let's see. All right. What do you think? What do you think happened there? You think Bobby Joe come down on him, or you think Lohmeyer went up on him?
They might have met in the middle right here. I think Lohmeyer actually might have come up and got him a little bit. Lohmeyer maybe trying to slide into the rocking chair, if you will, and get right in behind Bobby Joe. End up tagging him a little bit. Bobby Joe may have started easing down a little bit, maybe just try to stay off the wall, or maybe try to jump down and get some draft. Maybe they was both going for the same real estate, but it really looked like Lohmeyer was going just a little bit more to the right than Bobby Joe was coming to the left. You see it right here. Watch. Yeah, Lohmeyer shoots up big time right there. Tries to jump up. He ends up tagging him left rear. Then ends up getting short trying to straighten it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see how
what
that
the race
goes.
director said, or the race control says. Let's see what they say.
Yeah, and then we've got software where the race control can communicate to you guys through our software, and it'll appear on the screen. That may not be up and going tonight. We did not have a chance to communicate. Look at this, would you, right here?
Ooh. Robertson almost ended up running slap dab over Benny Jones trying to get him going.
He was, I'm pretty sure he had his engine up next to Benny Jones in the cockpit there. He was pretty far up his hind end there. Let's see.
Yeah.
So let's see how they came off pit road. Obviously, everybody took 4 fresh tires and fuel there. That's a no-brainer. So Robert Dudley, now your leader. I'm guessing that Lohmeyer is going to go to the back. I don't know. We'll see how this all shakes out once race control gets a hold of them there. Vincent Short, is this right? So we've got out on track. We had a couple of guys who didn't stop because they were a lap down already. So where is our leader? Let's see. Where is Dudley at?
Yeah, Dudley right here as well.
Okay, so who is that lined up behind? Oh, it's Vincent Short is behind the pace truck.
Right.
There's Dudley on the bottom. So Short's going to go around. No, it's showing he's on the lead lap. Wow, he got on and off pit road very well.
Short was probably able to maybe gas back up and get back to it. Remember, Jim, when they throw the caution,
yeah, that's true.
It ends up freezing the field. But Bobby Joe's going to get the worst out of all of this. Not sure if he actually had any contact with the wall to try to get damage fixed or anything like that. Remember, these guys do have a fence repair to their advantage.
He didn't. He shouldn't have got any damage. He shot across the infield, and he had it gathered back up. Where's it? Let me see the pace truck here real quick. Widen out. Lights. The lights are
off.
Yeah,
they're doubled up.
I was going to go take a look, but I'm pretty sure Bobby Joe did not get any damage from that. Maybe other than potential a little bit to his splitter from shooting across the infield there, doing some lawn care for him. Oh, pace truck. He tricked me there. Did you see him do that little jerk move like he was?
Yeah.
I think he did that intentionally to throw me off.
Yeah, Discord's throwing us off. Everybody's breaking out. Now the pace truck's trying to screw with us. We got it all here tonight with Heart on Motor Math, baby. Green flag, here we go. Alan Moore, he got the lucky dog. He is back on the lead lap, and Troop Holden took the wave around, got himself back on the lead lap. So all 26 drivers back on the lead lap. Here on lap 28 of 80, and everybody is going to have to make at least one more pit stop to make it all the way to the end. As Robert Dudley leading them, Short behind them. Corn Pros back there in third. They're trying to make a 3-truck breakaway. Maybe get all away from everybody. BJ Lane the third says, not today. Let me get a little something out of it. Corn Pros not trying to smack the wall. BJ dives it down to the inside. He'll get the draft off Short. Dudley. Lane tried to go for third, but Corn Pros and Collison tried to fight back hard on the outside.
Man, look at this, would you? Yeah, Dudley looks strong. I mean, obviously, Austin is strong. BJ told me before the race, right before you came into the booth there, I was talking to him, and we were talking about this race control thing. And he told me he got a lot of practice in this week. I was giving him a hard time about his finishes so far this year. Look at him. Look at this. He is hooked up on the bottom right now. What happens on the bottom? What happens in the cellar?
Down there in the cellar where Grandpappy hides the moonshine from Grady, hooked up on the bottom. And how about right behind him, Lucas Wright, 71. Down literally up under the damn cellar, up under Collison. Gonna kick Short up to the top side. Ryan trying to make it happen. They're 3 wide. Cornbro stuck up top. You got Ryan Perone there as well. And BJ Lane the third still trying to go after Robert Dudley, who is up 10 spots. Not the biggest mover, mind you. The biggest mover actually is William Yoakum. He's up 12 spots. Frank Caruso back there, he's up 10. But Robert Dudley up 10 as well, holding them all at bay here tonight at Michigan. Lap 30 of now 31 of 80 for round 3 of Heart to Heart. Dudley tried to get back into the swing of things, so to speak. Jim, remember, they talked about it with Dudley. Ain't been around for a little while. And now Collison's going to show him this is what you've been since Dan Collison to the lead off of turn 2.
Look at Collison, man. He was blinking away there earlier, but now, I mean, he's flying, man. I mean, I hope he's not running the tires off that thing, but yeah, he is absolutely cooking. Now Dudley come up there and caught a little side draft off of him. Look, I mean that, honestly, running side by side like that, normally I would say, oh, that's a not a good thing. But the way these new aero packages work on these trucks, I think I'd be rather be side by side than I would be behind the guy, because these trucks do not respond well to dirty air on their nose at all anymore. Oh, look at him.
No, they most certainly do not.
Man.
Look at Dudley. Get a little bit more draft. Get a little sniff of it. A little bit more. Now he's going to slide up. Big battle right behind him. Short now in the middle of this. There's Ryan Perrone trying to dive it down to the inside, make a little something happen. BJ stuck up on the top side. Dan Collison breaks away. Dudley behind him. Hornet's Nest behind them. Literally, you name it, they're there. BJ laid the third. Vincent Short, Ryan Perrone, Cornprost, Harrison, Cassadave tried to stick his nose in it. Yoakum now up inside the top 10, and Bobby Lane, Junior Bobby Joe, tried to get back up here at the front, which is where he was at, before he got spun around that brought out the very first caution.
Jesus, he is coming. Look at this on the bottom, man. He is flying. He's back up to 8th.
He is coming, Jim. He is coming very fast.
I looked on the second lap after the caution, after we went back green, and he was in 13th or 14th spot. And now look at him. I mean, he's flying, man. I wouldn't be surprised
Jim,
at all. I think he's got the fastest lap of the race, doesn't he?
Actually, I think Steve Harrison does. Harrison's got it, but not by much over Bobby Joe. Make it 2 1,000ths of a second. He's got the fastest lap over Bobby Lane Jr. That's how close it is. They're the only ones that I see all the way down through here that hit a 39.4. Yeah. Nobody else has hit a 39.4 here in this race here tonight for the fastest lap. There you see it right there. Harrison, Bobby Joe all the way down through the rest of the field. But Bobby Joe, Jim, I talked to him about this a couple of weeks ago. It was either last week or when we was in Atlanta. I believe it was last week. I talked to Bobby Joe about this and said, look, man, you got to have a little bit of fire under you this season, from coming home second to Scott with the championship last season. And Bobby Joe just kind of brushed it off. He was like, yeah, man, it is what it is, but he's yeah, but you got to know he's got a little bit of fire under him, especially for what we're seeing right here.
He's competitive, man. And look, he's just, he's cool and calm, but yeah, he's definitely a competitor, man. This guy wants to win. You don't practice like they do, him and Cassadave and all of them. I mean, there's so many guys in this league that have the time and can practice, and they do. These guys were in practice races several nights a week. This is, not just practice sessions. They run full practice races. So he's competitive. He wants it.
Oh, yeah. That. I just want, if everybody could for just a second, I know this is going to be a bad time to do it, but if you can, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening in your own, in the truck, going to work or whatever you're doing, then don't do this. But if you are watching at home, back it up just a little bit and slide it back to when they were coming off turn 4 and take a screenshot of that, because that is absolutely beautiful with all these drivers literally up under a blanket racing right here. This would be perfect. Screenshot that right there. Screenshot that with everybody working their way off of turn 4. Beautiful sight with a heart to heart. And folks, I will say this: they're not just riding around. Collison might be. The rest of them, the other 25, they are driving. They're literally driving it like they stole it, trying to hold on to these things. You got Dudley, you got Perrone. How about Ryan Perrone?
I was just going to
Jim,
say,
we called it obviously with heart to heart last season. It's when you got one spinning around in the back. Cornprost, we got a big stack up over there coming off of turn 2. Cornprost going around, caution is out.
What happened?
I caught it out of the corner of my eye, Jim, when we were watching them go down the back chute. Cornprost 95 goes around. Might have had some contact, might have got sent around, or he might have got loose. You see BJ Lane the third right here with
they're
him.
3 wide right there. Well,
Oh, two
practically.
Bobby
Oh,
Joe right here. Yeah, 3
him and
wide.
BJ.
BJ might
Oh,
have got smoked
Castaneda's
a little bit.
involved. That was Scott Castaneda too?
Damn. Wow.
Oh yeah, they were all involved in that. Hold on now. All right, let's look at it again. Let's see let's look at it from Castaneda's perspective here. There he is. So it's going to happen right in front of him. So it's like,
yeah, might have got spooked a little bit, or might
Well,
have got
I
loose,
think-
tail happy. One of the two.
well,
right for
BJ wiggled. BJ wiggled. I think he caught some funky air there, and he wiggled. And then I'm not sure if Corn Pros reacted to it or what, but watch, see, BJ's going to get up there on Vincent Short pretty close right there, and he wiggles, and then, yeah. But look at all these cars involved.
And it's unfortunate, but Jim, there's something like we were talking about. This being somewhat, obviously it's not a super speedway, but when the trucks get here, it is to a certain extent a super speedway.
Yeah,
I mean, in all seriousness, it really is.
It's not, they're not lined up nose to tail.
No.
But other than that, yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it is a super speedway. It's, it's 2 miles in length. It's pretty much you got it matted for the first few laps anyway. Did Lucas Wright stay out? Oh, he did. I don't know if I like that strategy. We're on lap 40, coming into lap 40, so they pitted on 25. 15 lap tires. Is he going to try? I don't know that that's going to be a strategy that's going to work for me. There's several meatballs out there too, man. Several meatballs. I don't think the tower shows them either. No, it doesn't. So just for educational purposes, Lohmeyer's got a meatball. Castaneda's got a meatball flag, and somebody else, Corn Prost, he just got his fixed. So those guys are all going to get.
But they do have that faster pair to their advantage, though, Jim.
Yep.
It's if they burn it again, then they're screwed. If they get another one, they're screwed.
So, all right, I'm confused. Let's go back up front. Up here, okay. So Lucas Wright is the only guy who stayed out. And did BJ tell us how many sets of tires they've got in our briefing?
He absolutely did, Jim. I mean, obviously, with 3 sets of tires to their advantage, they get that one faster pair, obviously. So
3 sets of tires. So they've already used 1. Now everybody has used 2. And so Lucas Wright is going to have an extra set of tires on everybody now. But my guess is he's going straight backwards when this thing starts. 15 lap tires at Michigan. I don't think he's going to stay up front with that. What do you think? I don't think so.
No, I mean nothing against him. Nothing against him at all.
I see what he's doing.
Just,
he's hoping he can stay probably in the top 10 and potentially have a set of tires on everybody late in this race. Here, let's look at this real quick. Look at the recap here. See what we've had so far. 2 cautions for 5 laps. So we just really cracked the halfway point. So everybody else has got, well, no, let's see. Yeah, everybody else got 1 set of tires left. He's going to have 2 sets of tires left. So that could be hugely,
might be some strategy being played right here.
No, I think it is. I mean, I don't know. He didn't just stay out for track position because he wasn't horribly marred back in the back of the field or anything, So, yeah, clearly he's playing a bit of a strategy here. So, I mean, it's not a bad play, man. If we get a caution with about 15 to go and everybody else has burnt their tires and he's got a set, that could be brilliant. But we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. That's going to be the long game as we go back green here. Well, he jumped out there nice. Let's see if he can hold it up there now. We'll see.
Well, I like the way you're thinking on that one, Jim, but it really only matters is if they don't end up blowing his doors off right here and he ends
Well,
up getting,
but does it though? I mean, we're
you know,
only halfway in this race. If he drops back to 10th, it's not like he's just in a horrible spot. I mean, we'll see. I mean, again,
yeah, but
every
look
lap.
who's second.
I know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to, from his perspective. Oh my God. Well, that didn't work out well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just scuffed the wall there as they went 3 wide on him, and he slid up the track there a little bit. We'll see, though. This is a hot mess right here, though. This is a hornet's nest waiting for something to happen. Take a wider shot.
Look at this right here. I mean, you got Bobby Joe Quessenberry up on the top side. Vincent Short squirts out ahead. Dudley trying to get into the mix of it as well. You got, obviously, Benny Jones right there in the 20. Trying to mix it. Collison 15 goes around. Dudley goes around. There's Ryan Perone. He gets in it. Caution out again. Damn, they are stacking up big time back there in the third turn.
Yeah.
Troop Holden involved as well. You got the 80. There's Charles Undra. Oh, baby.
Let's see here. Well, this is in the back. I need to go find. Who was the original one that was involved in that? It was Cullison, right? Yeah, let's go. Right,
it was. There's Cullison going around, and then check it out.
So this is Cullison here. Let's see what happens.
Dang.
I believe he got hooked by the 49 there a little bit. He came down on the 49, it looks like to me. Then the 49 got sideways and got into, let's see. All right, let's see where we at here. All right, now we're going to go find the 49. Where's he at? So I think that the 49, I don't think he was at fault there. I mean, he is kind of squeezing up a little bit, but it was ultimately Cullison that went around. But then he hit Perone, but they both stayed going. Then Robertson got up in the wall. No, that's Robertson. And then Robertson got up into the wall, and he tore up. And then let's see who else got involved in that. Troop Holden came in late and just plowed in there. Let's see what happened to him. By the way, didn't we determine he's a young man too? Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh yeah. So
I think we're all guessing at this point on that one.
Didn't we? No, didn't
we know it about Quessenberry, but
no. I think didn't somebody comment last week? Oh, hey, Cole Malley's in the chat.
Did.
Yeah, Cole races in a Wednesday night series that I broadcast, and he actually is the guy who, if you look at all of our graphics, you see how we have this black and red fade that matches the league colors. He's actually the guy that did all that for me. He tuned all this software up to give me the fade that I like, the look I like for these guys. He did all that. So shout out to Cole for that. Good guy, man. No, I think I could have swore that something was in chat last week or something, and he's a young man. I might be wrong though. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure what I think of all what just happened here. What's your opinion on that? You think that was on? You think that was on Cullison, or you think the 49 is partly at blame there?
I mean, it's iffy, to be honest with you, Jim. I mean, I tell you what, let's take one more look at it.
All right.
We'll diagnose it together if we can. Let's take one more look at it. We'll see kind of what we're looking at.
So everybody pitted, but we'll touch on that.
Because I am getting a little bit older.
Well,
yeah. I'm getting a little bit older, so it's kind of hard for me to keep
older.
up with it and everything. I'm doing the best I can. Let's see what we got right here. So there's Cullison. You got Dudley. Quessenberry right there. Kind of, damn, Bobby Joe actually put the block on him, cut him off. Yeah, shortcut or Cullison. Yeah. I think he come down.
Yeah,
I think what he was doing was he saw the stack up right there with Quessenberry and Bobby Joe. He thought maybe if I dive it down right here in 3, I'll get the run, slide on down here, try to make something happen. And unfortunately, Dudley was there.
Yeah,
ends up getting him in the left rear, spins him around. But the thing about it is that there's chaos all kinds of 9 ways of Sunday. The hole was there.
Yeah,
there was a hole. And he stuck it in the hole. The problem was Dudley was down there in the hole. He couldn't see the other side of that hole,
So,
if that makes any sense. He couldn't see the west side of the hole. He saw the right side. That was the only problem he had.
I think that unless he was running triples, there was really no way for him to see the 49 where he was at. That's just one of those things that you got to have just track awareness. And I'm not saying he doesn't, but pretty much everybody just pitted there and got their topped their tanks off. It looks like from the time that Quisenberry took tires there. And so, all right, looks like BJ took tires there. Quisenberry took tires there. Well, here, I got this fancy software. I probably should try to use it, Kind of helps tell us that BJ took tires. Quisenberry took tires. Lucas Wright took tires. Alan Marr took tires as we're going back green here. All right, let's see what's going on.
Yeah, I got a couple with tires, a couple with fuel, a couple all the way around, a couple of them just taking a shot. Let's see what we got. Oh, BJ kind of throwing them off right here on the start. But he ended up paying off for him. Bobby Joe going to line up right behind him. Vincent Short still sitting in third. Dudley able to get back out of it. You see where Robert Dudley is. Look where he is at. Sitting in that the fifth, sixth spot right there in that area. Collison, granted he went around, but look where he's at back there in the back. He's back there on the 20th spot. So odds are race control deemed that as Collison's fault. Coming down, trying to.
Brandon,
but yeah.
Brandon Rustler's got a black flag. Wonder what that's all about. Must have been a speeding on pit roads. The only thing I could think that would have been. Unless
possibly
race control assigned him a black flag. Oh, he's coming in. I guess we'll see. I don't want to get off this race, but just watch him and see if he stops. We'll watch his time, see if he stops. I don't think he's going to stop. I think it's going to be a drive-through. But that's killing his race for sure.
Yeah, and then by the time everybody catches back up to him, he'll end up being more or less one lap down. I'm not seeing where it's saying that he's in the pit.
Yeah, no,
I just see where it's saying that he's in, so he's just driving right through, and he's going to carry on his merry way as well. But look at Questenberry.
Oh, yeah.
Getting up on the back door, Robinson. I mean, I'm telling you, this young kid that we're talking about, 15 years old, this kid right here, he's got some speed. He knows what he's doing. And Rusty getting sliding up the hill. There's Short. There's Dudley. Robinson got to slide back a little bit. Questenberry.
Somebody's off the pace.
Wow, they just shot right around. That might have been Wrestler that they was going around the 79, I believe that's who it was.
Yeah, okay, it was. Yeah, look at Bobby Joe, though, man. He's lit up right now. So I wish that I would have
30
checked.
to go right here, though, Jim, or 31 to go.
All right, so where's our
Go ahead, Jim.
No, we're Lucas Wright. Okay, Lucas Wright came in and got tires there. So we know he's got one set left. We're pretty sure of that. I'm just curious to see if this is going to play out for him. Oh, my God, we got somebody around.
BJ getting tagged short hard in the outside rotative wall. He absolutely nailed that outside rotative wall. Vincent Short did. And then ends up getting some more incident out of it. Caution out again. Collison back there in the middle of it as well. Oh, baby, the aggression is just picking up right here, Jim. It's picking up in a big time.
Let's see. I'm not 100% sure I would call this. Well, we'll see. I don't know if I want to deem this aggression just yet. Let's see. Let's see what happened here. Let's go to the chopper. All right, let's see BJ on the inside there. Oh, well, he just came across the nose.
Got him.
He came across the nose of that black truck there.
Yeah. Vincent Short just come right across the nose of Vincent Short in the 15.
Was it Short?
Ended up hooking himself.
Was it Short he came across the nose of?
Yeah. There you see it right there. BJ just kind of, wait a minute. Short might have come up and got him in the left rear. Short might have come up.
I see we're fixing to have us a women and children moment.
We're fixing to look.
Oh,
no, really?
Yeah, well, we're going to have a little one. But I do want to Well, we could actually combine it and do it all at one time. Where is he at? Let
Little
me
one.
find him. Where is he at? Let me see where the 15's at right now. Where? Okay.
A little one, huh? A little one.
Just a little one. Yeah, too serious. We don't even need to put out a warning on this one, I don't think. Let's see. Here we go. So,
Yeah, if it's short, I believe you do. Right here, watch this. Hide him.
Up on the
Bam!
wall. Up on the top of the wall. He's still on the wall. God, I love those.
I would have said
right.
it, but I was going to say, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your ex-wives.
Just a little one. So, but I tell you what I
Boss man
want to
said,
do.
"Don't worry
I
about
want to go right here, and I want to take a look from his nose. What happened? Am I on the wrong nose? No, there it is. Man, I tell you what, I forgot about that.
Damn.
What do you think, though? I can't determine whether or not that was all on BJ or if that was a.
That's on Vincent.
No.
My opinion, that's on Vincent. Look, yeah. Watch Vincent right here. But you come up. He come up about half a lane.
No. Is that really what you see?
I see it. Okay, well, Jim, talk me through it then right here. Tell me what you see.
All right, so look where he's at now. I slowed it down. He's straddling that line. You see that line he's straddling on the track? Watch.
Yeah.
He's still straddling it. He's still
okay. You got me.
He's still he never moved up at all.
You got me. Okay.
Okay. I just because if you were, I just wasn't seeing that, and it, I don't know, but
as quick as it was going, Jim, I mean, it did look like Short was trying to come up and maybe side draft, because you can side draft on the left side
100%.
and the right side. Either side, you can do that to pull that truck back. And he saw, obviously, that BJ was going to get that run right there. That's what I was thinking. I was sitting there thinking that was probably what it was, but certainly I was wrong, so my apologies.
Well, I mean,
time to screw up every once in a while.
We all get it wrong from time to time, for sure. No, seriously. All right, hold on, Emma. I got to go slow because I'm not too sharp. So, I got to go find the little button for that because I'm slow. But this is the one I think I want. Yeah, that's what I want right there.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Well, I wasn't really doing it for that. I really wanted to see the wreck itself from that, not really this, but that's just an added bonus. All right, let's get back up front here. We about to
doubling up.
Yeah, we get about ready to go back, but yeah, I mean that's again, like I said, believe me, I got plenty of these. I'm not. I just didn't see it the way you saw it, and I was confused that I just. If you were right, I wanted to see it that way because I was confused by that. But did anybody pit there? What lap are we on? Yeah, somebody did. Who was that? Okay, that was Rusty Robbins. He pitted, right?
Yeah, I mean, Rusty pitted. You got Ryan Perrone, Jason Coffey, James Borden, Joe Flack. About half the field pitting right here, Jim. And we'll make it a little bit of an interesting deal right here. Say the least, see what them old boys did right here.
I'm curious.
This will be interesting.
See. All right, we're about to go green here. Let me get this pit stop thing off the screen.
Well, here we go. Back at it right here. Bobby Lay Jr., Trevor Questenberry up here on the front row. Remember some tire spin?
Let's crank it up.
Possibility that we may end up saying. I tell you what, let's crank it up one more time. We didn't get to do it a whole lot here, Jim.
We didn't do it
Crank it up for you one more time. No, we didn't? Okay, we're making up for last week. Crank it up for the Heart to Heart family. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, y'all. Back at it here at Michigan, 25 laps to go. Bobby Lane Jr. up at the front. Trevor Questenberry up 14 spots, biggest mover in the field. Jim, well, I better shut up. Here comes Dudley. Here comes Lucas Wright. They're going to slide up here, maybe have a little piece of it as well. But, Jim, can we at least say this? The hype for Trevor Questenberry, granted the first week, we thought it was a fluke. I'll just be honest with you. Me, personally, I thought the first week it was a fluke. Second week, damn, we're getting somewhere. The third week, is the hype real at this point, Jim? I mean, is the hype real?
It's real. The kid's fast, man. I mean, he's fast, no doubt about it. I mean, yeah, he's quick. He may not be the best qualifier. That's still left to be seen. He certainly has not, been sitting on the pole every week or anything, qualifying mid-pack, which eventually at certain places that's going to bite him. Eventually if you stay in that middle to back of the pack, you're going to get caught in somebody's, crap. You will. You're going to get caught in your crap eventually. He's been lucky so far that he hasn't. Which I say luck, but then there's a certain amount of skill that seeing that stuff coming and getting yourself out of the way too. I'm not saying he does or doesn't have that, but there's an art to that for sure. But I think it's real. He's fast. There ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Comes out here.
But I'm telling you, man,
comes out here.
Lucas Wright, that guy's fast too, man. It's just a matter of time till Wright wins a race. I mean, I knew he's new to league racing, but he's got oval experience, in the officials. But this is his first league, he said. But the dude's fast. He's gonna win one soon. Obviously, the new old guy that is back in here, Dudley. I'm telling you, they loaded this group up with fast guys, man. 15.
Yeah, I mean,
he's fast.
Yeah. With Jim, what honestly what blows my mind is you think about Trevor Questenberry. He comes out here on Sunday nights and he just put it for four, more or less. He comes out here and he whoops a bunch of old guys, and then he turns around and he goes to school. Damn, James Borden back there, some door banging going on with William Yoakum. I just caught that just out of the corner of my eye when they were going across the line. They door banged hard, very hard right there, 69, 67.
I ain't gonna lie to you. William Yoakum's truck, that Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boats truck, it's a daggum good-looking truck, man. Got that split paint scheme on it. Got a little chrome look to it. I like that, man. All right, sorry. It's my ADHD. That's what they call it now, ADHD. It was hyperactive when I was a kid. They called me hyperactive, but it was actually ADHD. They just didn't have that term then. It's kind of like squirrel. In that case, it was bass.
Squirrel. We're all about the squirrels there tonight. 20 to go.
Oh, I did say squirrel.
Here in Michigan. Yeah, the squirrel's nest up there in the
probably more like
in
a
the
bird
tower.
nest up in the tower, actually. But still, I've stayed off that camera now because that was annoying. That was a shot.
Oh, baby. Here we go.
I tell you what, man.
Bobby Joe.
We're starting to separate, though. There's two packs out here now. We're starting to see this fast pack up front here. What do we got? 3, 6, 7, or 8 trucks in that, something like that. I guess it's 7. Mm-hmm. And then we're almost 2 seconds back to Alan Marr here. I'll tell you what, we didn't talk much about him. I don't know what happened, why he pitted on lap 1 early in this race, but he's recovered from it as Benny Jones is sliding underneath him there. Oh, trying to anyway. Ryan
trying
Perone
to make it happen.
Here. Cullison's back in this group. I got a feeling there's a lot of guys back here that ain't got no fast repairs left. Been involved in some incidents. BJ's in there. Yoakum back there. It's a big old pack, but they're off the pace a little bit here.
Jim, you mentioned something right there just a second ago about fast repairs.
Yep. Yeah.
This is something that I really wish, and to be honest with you, I've been advocating for it
Oh,
for
yeah.
quite some time. I've been wanting it for quite some time.
wish there
But
was
here's
a
the
way.
problem. Yeah, but here's the problem. I don't think iRacing listens to
No.
some of us.
Oh,
So
no, they
real
don't give a
quick,
shit.
well, okay, well let me throw it out there then.
They don't care.
But that's what you want. It's your channel. But I'll say this.
That's
Let me go ahead and throw it out there for you. We got beef. Give us a way to where we can see who used the damn fast repairs. We need to know.
Yeah.
We got everything.
Yeah.
We know who took tires. We obviously don't know how much gas they took. I mean, we don't care at that point. That's their secret, not ours. Give us an idea if they used their fast repair or not. That's all we need. Just something to add up in there. I mean, nobody else cares about it, but the broadcasters care about it. Am I right, Jim?
And
we need to know.
Look, the fans at home would care because it makes a big difference if you're looking here at Robert Dudley and he's in third place and he's in a pack of cars and you know he doesn't have a fast repair. I'm just using that as an example because I think he still does have his probably. But, you know, it makes a difference.
That scares the hell out of you.
Well, yes, exactly. And people want to know that, you know. Uh-oh. Look at Cole Malley. Are you reading chat? Read Cole Malley's comment in chat.
I am not, but I'm fixing to.
Oh.
This might be a bad deal
here.
I may have said something.
You're gonna find it. You're gonna find it interesting, for sure. We do know a driver too. Actually, it might be a couple. Actually,
I'm just now pulling my phone up.
All right. Yeah, you'll have to. You might not get it since it's already been said. It may not. I don't know if
I'm sure I'll be able to see it. Maybe. I'm looking to sponsor a car in XCal, so if you know a driver, let me know.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what his schedule's like if he's available because XCal is a 2-day commitment. By the way, XCal is another league we broadcast on. Jake does the announcing for them. They broadcast here on the channel. Tuesday night league. It's a money league, so you have to buy the car, and there's a few dollars involved in entry fees every week and all that. But they pay out well. They paid out. What is over $16,000 last season, right?
Yeah. So that's a lot of money.
No, there's money in there for sure, but it costs some money to participate. And they actually have car owners, and those guys actually hire drivers and cut a deal with them on splitting money and all that kind of stuff to hire super fast drivers. So that's kind of the theme of the league. It's a cool concept, I love the concept of the league. The races are kind of long. In my opinion, it would probably even draw more participation if the races were slightly shorter. And by slightly, I mean 50 to 100 laps shorter. But anyway, nevertheless, whoops, didn't mean to click there. I meant to click there. We got side by side here. But anyway, so if he's Trevor Quisenberry would probably be an interesting guy to look into. That kid's fast,
Yeah.
Because these guys in this league are fast, and he's come in here and shown them how to be fast. So that would be an interesting. And you and I definitely know another one that would. If I don't think he's available on Monday and Tuesdays, but if he were, we definitely know another guy who would be competitive in that league, who's also a young man, about 16 or 17 years old. We'll just call him. We won't be dropping any names or anything. We'll just call him the Weatherman.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If I were gonna back somebody in that league as a car owner, I would absolutely look at the Weatherman first and foremost.
Yeah, the Weatherman is for sure. If you have no idea who the hell we're talking about, that's okay.
That's fine.
But look them up.
Yeah, well, I mean, all you got to do is, as I can't do the imitation either, as old Jesse the Body Ventura would say, you just got to follow the money, So, but anyway, now if you followed Jake and I around, you would, anyway. But he's a 16, 17-year-old high school student. Lightning fast, man. Lightning fast.
Yes.
And he'd be a good candidate for something like that if his Monday and Tuesdays were available. Because the way the X-Cal works is you got to qualify on Monday and you race on Tuesday.
Right.
You know, there's some guys in this league that would be tough over there. You know, but I think most of these guys are so committed in this league to the community that goes on here, and they get together every night and they practice and they race late models one night and they do other things, and they, you know, I think this is very much a sense of community. These guys are friends and they hang out on the sim multiple nights a week. You know, this league is very much about that.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Jim.
But
I mean,
right now, you know, they're not too friendly up here at the front as Quisenberry slides by Bobby Joe on the outside. They do race hard though. They race each other hard, and you know, no hard feelings. I mean, I love this league just for all those reasons. You know, I do.
Jim, I'll ask you this. Who'd you pick right here? If you had to take Quisenberry, I'm gonna put you on a hell of a spot right here.
If I had to pick the winner of this race with 9 laps to go,
Quisenberry or Bobby Joe, who you taking?
I'm gonna take Quisenberry.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I tell you what, give me Bobby Joe. And if he wrecks out, it'll be my ass. I'll just go ahead and say it. If he wrecks out, it's my fault. I'll go ahead, I'll call it. Pretty much at that. So, but, I mean, they are racing door to door. What could end up happening right here to make this a bad deal out of this, if you think about it, though, Jim, the harder they race door to door and the more they're racing side by side, it could enter the picture of a third driver in the form of Robert Dudley.
Yeah,
you see the 49 right there. Lucas Wright could get up into the middle of this as well. So this side-by-side battling, is Quisenberry able to get the advantage over Bobby Joe, they might want to think about that with 7 to go coming this time by. You don't want a third player getting into the middle of this, Jim. You really don't want that third player to get in the middle of it. Well, you want it to, you want at least to sell it between the both of you.
Well, it looks like, you know, Bobby Joe has kind of decided to slide in behind him here for a few laps, and that's probably what Bobby Joe is thinking. You know, let's make this a 2-horse race. Let's don't turn this into a 3-horse race.
Right.
Especially he knows Dudley, and he knows how fast Dudley is because he told us that pre-race. I mean, well, but again, this is not necessarily racing as much as it is choosing your line here too. You know, Bobby Joe, he might feel his truck handles better up there. You know, especially with this many laps on the tires. But I tell you what, this is shaping up to be a nice finish. But I got news for you, folks. Them Mercury outboards are they're coming into the fight here. I guess that's Mercury outboards. I hope it is. I hope I got that right. I like Mercury outboards.
He's there.
Oh,
he's there, Jim. So it doesn't.
I tell you what, Quisenberry right now, besides thinking about his homework he's got to do, is probably thinking how excited he is to see Dudley back there to start harassing Bobby Joe, because he could use a little of that to give himself a couple more tenths advantage here. We got 5 laps to go now, folks.
5 to go here for round 3 of the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series. Who is going to get it? Could it be Quisenberry going for 3 in a row? Could it be Bobby Joe, who got second in the points last season? Could it be Robert Dudley coming back from an absence? Or could it be anybody else? I mean, Jim, caution comes out. It could turn this race over on its lid. We've already seen that happen already throughout this season. We've already seen stuff like that happen,
Dudley,
especially at Atlanta. Possibly Joe or Bobby Lane Jr., he'll go back to third. Now Dudley reeling them in. The fastest one on the track technically right now. You got obviously Quisenberry. He had a 41.0. Dudley hit a 40.8. And going down by the list, Robert Dudley is the fastest truck on the racetrack right now.
Last lap fastest. Look at this. Let's see. Well, I don't have last lap fastest. Never mind. Ignore that. Last lap fastest, though, was definitely Dudley. But I tell you who else is, right? Benny Jones, but he's a few spots back, obviously. Man, Quisenberry's sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, something amiss is we got a caution.
What? Wait.
Caution's on the speedway. That's why I was sitting there wondering where the hell is Dudley going. Kind of got a little sidetracked. Something happened. Damn, how did we miss that? Bud Light Mike.
No.
Corn Prost, another one.
Yeah, that's bad.
The 95 getting involved on that one.
That's a bad finish because we know he's burned his fast repair. And you can see last time he was they can't see. We'll just have to tell them. Last time he was in the pits, he stayed in there for almost 2 minutes. So he clearly doesn't have one left. So, all right, let's see what happened here.
And the bad part about this right here, though, Jim, is I talked about this a second ago, is that a caution could come out and it could change this race. But guess what? It did. Cullison in the wall, gets Bud Light Mike, hooks him. Yep. Then Corn Prost might have got neck coated to the side a little bit right there.
Yeah. Actually, he probably didn't tear that truck up there at all. That was, all right. So that was really Cullison coming off the wall there. And where is Cullison? So he hits the wall. They got close and come off the wall and caught Mike, and then that hooked Mike and spun him. Cullison survived. That one's probably going to give Cullison an end of the line, I would guess, for sure. With race control, as we see right there, speed zone race control pops up. Isn't that funny how that worked out? All right, so let's see. What does this set us up for up front here now? All right.
Well, it's going to set us up for a hell of a finish.
Wait a minute, they're
Jones,
pitting.
Alan Moore.
They're
staying out. BJ Lane the third. He's going to stay out. Frank Caruso going to stay out. Joe Flack.
Oh, my
Going to stay out.
There's
5
pitting.
drivers staying out. Everybody else coming in.
Pit road battle. Here we go. Who's coming off?
Quisenberry went in.
Quisenberry's off. He came out. He took
2 tires?
Oh, that looks like fuel only, brother.
Fuel only. Martin taking fuel only.
Why would they take fuel only?
Maybe they were short, Jim. Maybe that was short right at that moment.
All right, can I change my pick now? He's going to be back in 9th on the restart of this race.
Bobby Joe. I knew it.
He's got
4 freshies.
He's got 4 fresh tires back there.
Give me Dudley. Dudley's back there. Robert Dudley took 4 tires as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think Quisenberry's in trouble now. He did not take tires, and he's not up front. Now if he was in first and didn't take tires, I would say that, there's enough cars in between them that maybe he would be safe. But, yeah, I think that strategy right there might have just failed him. We will see.
Yeah, unfortunately, we will see how this ends up working out after.
Yeah, this is going to be green.
Yeah, I believe this is going to be a green-white
let's
checkered.
Take a commercial break real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We got to thank some sponsors or else they're going to get pissed at us. Well, thanks to sponsors. We'll be right back here in Michigan. Don't go anywhere.
At Bob Moore, we're Oklahoma's largest auto group. It started with luxury, and we've spent 50-plus years perfecting that premium car buying experience, regardless of the brand you choose. From Oklahomans to Oklahomans, whether you're shopping new, pre-owned, or certified, Bob Moore has the vehicle that's right for you. Start your vehicle search at bobmoore.com or visit one of our 14 dealerships and choose from 18 different brands. Experience the exception.
Respectfully, Bob Moore.
Back at it here at Michigan. Heart round 3. Getting ready for a little overtime. And folks, if this is your first time watching a little bit of overtime, this is how they rock and roll with it here with Heart to Heart. They will take the green flag and we will go back racing. If they make it back to the white flag and the leader takes the white flag, it's records or checkers. Whoever gets back first wins the race. If they have a wreck before they get back to the white, they'll throw the caution. We'll re-wreck them, restack them, do it one more time. But hopefully we will get in a green flag finish because it has been a daisy here tonight. Benny Jones, Alan Moore, BJ Lane III, Frank Caruso, Joe Black. They stayed out on the racetrack. Are they in trouble? We are just moments away from finding out right here. Jim Benny Jones leading them with Moore and BJ Lane trying to slide up. Watch out for these two. Bobby Joe, Robert Dudley, they're trying to work their way up to the front. Colton's out.
Why is Quisenberry? Oh, he came back in and got tires.
Wow.
Cause I was looking for him. Oh, I hope he didn't get involved in that. Did he? I don't think so. Well, let's see. All right, let's see real quick what happened there. Real quick. And then we're going to analyze what happened. Where is Quisenberry? He's right in this area somewhere, but.
And the door banging.
Oh, there's
door banging some more.
Oh!
Boom! Bam! Lucas Wright, both of them get the inside wall.
Man,
wow.
That's one of them real-life shots that hurt right there.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Yeah, you know what's coming, folks, so hang on.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see.
Might get it twice right here.
We are going to get it twice. I can promise you we're going to get it twice right here. Let's see. We're going to go roll bar. That gives us
no, not the roll bar.
Yeah, it's going to give us a full gyro. Yeah, here you go. You can warn them now if you want.
Oh, good Lord. We're hitting the gyro cam, folks. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your ex-wife. If she's sitting there with you eating Papa John's pizza, and no, I'm not getting sponsored by them to say that. Here we go. Lucas Wright riding on right board with Ryan Perot. Bam! You see the hard impact that struck the whole truck.
Oh, yeah. It lifted the whole truck off the ground.
Yeah, all four tires, not at one time, but all four tires did leave the ground in that instance. And now you're riding on board with Lucas Wright. He, too, took a shot to the inside with Tatum Wall. Look, Perron might have slid up, got a little tight, got up into his door. He's actually going to watch Ryan Perron at the wall, and then bam, he gets the same damn thing. He had to be sitting there thinking, damn it, the shot. Oh, I got it, too.
So watch this. Yeah, I'm going to slow it down. Watch when he hits the wall, it knocks all the dashboard loose inside of his car. Watch. All right, so here he comes.
Really?
Yeah, watch. It repairs itself, you know how iRacing does, but watch. Right here, boom. Oh, it was his fender. It was his fender I saw come over his dashboard. Yeah, he tore that. I mean, that was a big shot, man. All right, let's go back live.
He tore it like it. He tore it.
Yeah. All right, so apparently Quisenberry pitted and came back in and pitted and took tires. So I think he realized he messed up, and apparently Charles Unruh now has a black flag, or is that William Martin? It could be William Martin. I think it's William Martin. So Quisenberry, there ain't no chance he's coming back from 18th. There ain't no chance. Because this is it. This is it. Either it's going to end under green or it's going to end under caution. So this is our last shot. So based on, I tell you what, this kind of changes everything, man. I mean, if it goes 3 laps green and we go all the way to the end, I think it'll be Dudley or Bobby Joe. Fresh tires and been fast all night. And now they're in respective 4th and 6th position, which I think you can get to the front from there in 3 laps or 2 laps.
It can't happen, Jim. We've seen it time and time again, especially with the skill that Bobby Lane Jr. has. And obviously, this is our first race watching Robert Dudley.
Yeah,
but Robert has, he knows what the hell he's doing.
And when Bobby Joe tells you that the guy is an exceptional racer, and I mean, I don't want to be pumping Dudley's head up or nothing, but you know, Bobby Joe definitely talked him up as we're doubling up here to go. I mean, wouldn't it be something if Benny Jones or Alan Marr could get a win here, though? Or BJ? BJ.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell, think about Frank Caruso here in his first season right here with Heart to Heart. Think about it. That would be 3 straight races by newcomers. You know, Trevor Quisenberry went into Atlanta and Texas, and then you come to Michigan, and then Caruso coming in, and then literally, if that would have happened, BJ, Bobby Joe, all of them's got to be thinking, why in the hell did we recruit these new guys? We screwed ourselves. We literally screwed ourselves out of this whole deal. In my opinion, it's anybody's ball game right here. It really is anybody's ball
within
game.
Reason. I don't think that past, say, maybe Ronald Robertson is as far back as has a legit shot. I don't think anybody further back than that really has a shot. I mean, I don't think so. I don't see anybody coming from 10th or 12th up here to win this race.
Well, Jim, we've saw crazier things happen.
Well, we have.
We've saw some crazy stuff happen there at Heart to Heart, so good possibility it could happen. They want to get back to the white flag, and if they don't get back, caution comes out and the race will be over. Benny Jones could care less. He wants them to throw the damn yellow right now. Green flag in the air. Alan Morris second. BJ Lane the third, running in third. Frank Caruso, Bobby Joe going to dive down to the inside. He's going to take a shot, go around Caruso. Robert Dudley going to split him 3 wide. Robinson stuck in on the inside. Dudley going to go middle. Benny Jones trying to get the hell out of there. BJ Lane to third. He's going to slide back now. He'll go to fourth. Bobby Joe sending it on the inside. Moore slides up. Here comes Dudley. Moore comes up. They almost tag coming through 3 and 4. They're coming back to the wide. Oh, and they are going to make it back to the wide. 4 wide behind them.
All right, we're racing now. Let's see. Bobby Joe is in the lead, man. Dudley's coming, though. He ain't playing. Look at this. Look at this.
Robert Dudley going to slide up right there in turn 1 and 2. He's going to try to get the draft, get the run off Bobby Joe. Where does he go? Does he go low? Does he go high? Does he keep it right smack down in the middle? Bobby Joe coming down, trying to put the block on him on the inside. Dudley going to fall back, maybe slide up, try to get the run on the outside. Final time through 3 and 4. Rusty Robinson coming out of nowhere. He almost tagged Dudley. That'll open the door for Bobby Joe to get the win here tonight at Michigan. Dudley gets second. Robinson come out of nowhere, got third. Benny Jones fourth, and Ronald Robertson, you talked about him just a second ago, coming back and getting a top 5 out of this.
Quisenberry is back to seventh.
Damn.
He was in, what was he, in 18th place when we checked on him, right? 18th?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got all the way back to 7th. He was down 2 spots when we looked at him, and now he's up 9. So he picked up 11 spots during that 2-lap run right there.
Wow, Bobby Joe, though, coming out of it, getting the win.
That's crazy.
Honestly,
man.
I think he's tickled to death that only had 2 laps on that run. If he'd have had any more laps right there, he'd have probably been screwed because Robinson was coming like a bat, literally like a bat out of hell, honestly. He was rolling. But Bobby Joe will get the win, and he will burn it down right here on the front straightaway here at Michigan. Not sure if he's got Ally insurance or not. Maybe he doesn't really care for him. Maybe that's why he's burning it down across the Ally. Either that or he's got them and he's supporting them. I mean, either way. You can look at it either way, to be honest with you, Jim. But burning it down is Bobby Joe, Bobby Lane Jr., come into tonight not in the points. Remember, Jim, Castaneda was 10th. His teammate, good buddy. And now, obviously, this is going to help Bobby Joe. And Quisenberry, mind you, finished 7th. He was going to be in a hard spot if that's where he ended up finishing. Coming in as the point leader, could have really screwed himself.
Something
wow.
I want you to take a look at, okay? Scroll to the bottom of your timing and scoring.
Mm-hmm.
You see who's down there?
Well, I mean, Alan Marr is all the way down there in that 20th spot, but all the way at the bottom. We'll talk about that here in a second as well when we check out the race results. And that is going to be a huge damper on that one as Bobby Joe's already parked it in victory lane. He's ready to get this bad boy going. He's ready to celebrate.
He is indeed ready to celebrate. Let's take a look at these results here. Let's pop it up here. We'll put the cars on there because there we go. All right, let's take a look at it.
You see it. There it is right there. Obviously, Bobby Lane Jr. getting the win. You had 9 different leaders 8 leaders for 9 green flag lead changes, 8 different leaders, 6 cautions, 17 total laps. William Yoakum, damn it, boy, he got the Hard Charger Award up 17 spots. Most laps led was Bobby Joe. Fastest lap, Steve Harrison. Lohmeyer got the pole, and obviously there's the race results. Bobby Lane Jr. getting the win in his Chevy here tonight. Robert Dudley going to come home with a P2 here tonight. Rusty Robinson gets third. We'll talk to those drivers here in just a second. Benny Jones, great drive for him. He ends up finishing fourth. Very good run for Benny Jones. Ronald Robertson ends up coming home with fifth. William Yoakum, the Hard Charger, ends up getting sixth. Questenberry, good call. Go down and get those 4 tires, son. You come back, you get a top 10, you get seventh. That'll work out for you as far as the points goes. Cornpros will get eighth. That'd be an Austin Cornpros. James Borden ninth, and Vincent Short rounds out the top 10. Lucas Wright, Joe Flack end up getting 11th and 12th. Bud Light Micah another good run for him, up 7 spots. He gets 13th. Dan Cullison will get 14th. Frank Caruso 15th. William Martin 16th. Charles Unruh will get 17th. BJ Lane the third. Damn. He had the strategy. He was going to try it. It ended up not working out for him. He gets 18th. Jason Coffey. Alan Marr rounded out the top 20. Alan Marr coming tonight second in the points. Wonder how that's going to work out as far as the points go.
Yeah, it's going to
Steve
hurt.
Harrison, 21st. Yeah, that's going to hurt him. Steve Harrison, Brandon Ressler, Troop Holden, Ryan Perone, Andrew Lohmeyer, 26th. Your defending champion, Scott Castanave, had that meatball flag earlier on in the race.
Yeah.
That is going to be a hell of a hole for them to climb out of if he wants to be your defending series champion and go for 2-time back-to-back.
You don't recover from where he's at right now, I don't think. Unfortunately, he has dug himself a heck of a hole. I mean, if anybody could do it, we've seen him, but this certainly is, so far has not been his year. So, all right, well let's pay some more bills, and because that keeps you and I getting paid, and they don't fire us, so that's good.
Yeah.
And of course, half stuff I said tonight probably get me fired, but that's another story. Yeah, let's pay some bills, and we'll come back with your top 3 there in the booth.
Yep, we'll be right back here at Michigan right after these words to get us some money. Get us some money. We're back right after this.
At Bob Moore, we're Oklahoma's largest auto group. It started with luxury, and we've spent 50-plus years perfecting that premium car buying experience, regardless of the brand you choose. From Oklahomans to Oklahomans, whether you're shopping new, pre-owned, or certified, Bob Moore has the vehicle that's right for you. Start your vehicle search at bobmoore.com or visit one of our 14 dealerships and choose from 18 different brands. Experience the exception.
Respectfully, Bob Moore.
We'll go live. We'll talk about that. We're back, folks.
We're back here with the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series, round 3. It is in the books at Michigan. Got the podium finishers lined up right here. We'll go with Bobby Joe. Bobby Lane Jr. gets the win Here tonight, Bobby Joe, buddy, hell of a drive right there on that last green, white, checkered. Obviously, the fans are happy that it come home with the green flag finish. I'm sure you was as well. Talk us through that whole last green, white, checkered deal.
Man, I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I just knew that everybody was on old tires, and I was just going to hold it to the floor and try to keep the guys on fresh tires behind me. I was really worried about Dudley and Rusty, and really wasn't too concerned about the guys up front if I could get the run without getting held up. But it worked out.
Yeah, indeed it did, man. I guess you had enough of that, these new guys coming in here winning races. So you had to get up there and do a little something. But I tell you what, it was a very interesting race. Kind of, a few more cautions than we normally see. Interesting though. I just, it was super exciting. I don't know. This one had me thrown off, man. That Quisenberry was sitting, I thought, in a good spot there, and all of a sudden, when y'all pitted, he just took a little splash of gas. I guess he didn't set his tires to change or something. So then he went back and got tires and put him all the way in the back and kind of took him out of the mix. Really interesting. And I know we got Dudley in here. We're going to talk to him in a minute. And you had told us about him before, but boy, he sure put on a show tonight as well. So you weren't kidding about him. But congratulations, man. It's good to see you back up there in the winner's circle, you had a good run. You were a fast truck all night, man. Especially that first run, you were really fast.
Yeah, it was a tough night. I mean, y'all know the aero package is really tough, and I've been practicing all week, and I felt like I could win it, but I just when I guess me and Andrew got together or something, and he spun me out when I went to the back. I was like, oh man, I'm in trouble. So I hammered down and tried to get through that traffic as fast as I could because they had been wrecking too much, and I didn't want to be involved in it. I'm pretty sure Scott got knocked completely out of the race.
Oh yeah, he was done. He finished dead last. Yes, let's talk about that. So you got together with early on in the race. I'm trying to remember when that was. I was going to see if I could find it, but that was a bad deal. But you did come right back through the field. I'm assuming you used your fast repair there, right?
No, I didn't have any damage.
So nothing. Well, I had even said that maybe you wouldn't, because really all you did was spin and then just shoot across the infield mostly.
Yeah, I guess Andrew come up and clipped my left rear or something because the race control gave him a EOL for it.
Yeah.
But it was, and I wasn't real happy about it at the time, to be honest with you. But,
well, I'm sure.
So we almost got some beef there.
Don't tell Jake that. He'll be ringing that bell. Look, he'll be so excited to ring that bell.
Don't ring it.
So here, I think this is where it happened. It happened on lap 24 or 25, I believe. I'm gonna pull the replay up here, and we'll slow it down a little bit and show everybody what happened. So I believe this is it. Where are you at here? Let me see. All right. So yeah, Andrew is underneath you there. Let's look at it from the chopper. And he just came. Well, I don't know. Have you looked at the replay of that yet?
No, I hadn't seen it.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
I'm,
you one of the bosses around here. I ain't trying to get myself fired. But if
I just know race control give him a EOL.
Well, okay, I'm sure that that's what they do. I'm just purely speculating. Just because that's what I do. But I'm not gonna lie to you. From the chopper point of view, to me. Well, he did come up. Y'all actually you came down and he came up. I don't know. I mean, obviously he came up and race control is clearly that's what they do. So anyway, yeah.
The pays you.
But no, I'm good. Once I looked at it again, he definitely came up. Again, we had another situation in the race where Jake and I disagreed on one, and then we looked at it, and I think that's probably one of those that I initially saw it where it looked like you came down, but it really Lohmeyer did come up there. So anyway, but yeah, it was good to see you. You really did motor back through the field, though. You were absolutely flying after that.
If I'm at aggressive driving.
Well, you picked up, I want to say, like 15 spots in just a few laps, man. It was because I commented during the broadcast about, about how many spots you had made up there. So you were really rolling along nicely. But can't take nothing away from you. I mean, that was a great win, and especially to recover like that. It's so easy to get sent to the back like that, and then get caught in somebody's mess, and next thing you know, it just wrecks your race. And we've certainly seen that happen to you in the past, but this time it was clearly different. And so, yeah, congratulations. I've talked enough here. There's a reason they call this channel Motormouth Broadcasting. Let's thank some sponsors and give you shout outs, and congratulations again, buddy.
I'm going to give a shout out to my wife
there you
for
go.
letting me do this every week, and a shout out to y'all for broadcasting, and Speed Zone for coming aboard and doing race control. But I mainly want to thank Jimmy Dale. This one's for you, brother. Spa Auto sponsors my truck. Buchanan Resort, Artillery, ALC Contractors, and Bob Moore, Mazda. And anybody, I know Austin throws money at this league, and anybody who helps this league, we really appreciate it. The league is really doing well. Welcome Dudley back. He's a great driver. Congratulations to Rusty on his third place finish there, and that's it, brother.
All right, man.
Bobby Joe coming home with a win here tonight, buddy. Congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week. That was Bobby Lane Jr. Bobby Joe comes home with a win here tonight. Congratulations to him. We'll go to second place finisher Robert Dudley coming back. What a drive, up 9 spots. The 49 put on him. Robert, buddy, what a drive. What else did you need to have a shot to try to get around Bobby Joe, try to get that win?
Hey, good to be back. Congratulations, Bobby and Rusty. I needed about 15, 20 laps, green, white, checkers. I can't hot lap worth a dang, and I knew sure didn't want that caution to come out with like 5 to go before we had them green, white, checkers, because I was on that young kid, and I felt I had him right in the palm of my hand. But yeah, congratulations to him on a good drive, and Bobby too is like old times, and Rusty back up there. I enjoyed it. First time I've been in this truck, probably about a year and a half. I didn't even know I had new. Last time I was in this truck, I knew the arrow, but I didn't know the inside. The gauges. And all that. It's all electronic. I was go, oh, what's this? I got in the truck yesterday and ran about 5 laps, and boy, it sure drives different than last time I was in it.
Yeah, that's it definitely is different. They say it's more realistic, and I certainly can see that. And but yeah, it's a different animal now for sure. But since you came back, I don't know last time you were here, but they sure have added some talent to this league too. There's a lot of fast drivers in this league now, man.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that tonight. Seen names I've never seen before, and then plus the old school guys that were here when I was here. It's been about probably a year and a half since I raced with the guys. I went and I'm racing Xfinity on Saturday nights. I don't usually race Sundays because I got to get up early in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, go to work. But I missed them and missed driving the truck, so here I am.
Well, we're glad to have you back. Everything except for the fact that you're an Alabama fan, other than that.
Oh, Tide.
Oh, God, here we go. Now both of them. I got 2 of them now. Jake is a big Bama fan too. So between the
Big,
two
big.
of you, y'all gonna make me sick to my stomach on a regular basis. But other than that, it's good to have you back, man, and a good solid run tonight. We really thought you had a legitimate shot at winning this thing. You can say you don't hot lap very well. Well, you put down a few when you needed them tonight for sure. So congratulations, and if you got anybody sponsors you want to thank or any shout outs, we glad to have you back.
I'd like to shout out to you guys. This is the first time I've seen you all in this broadcast. I'm sure you all do an excellent job. I'd like to thank Heart to Heart, Bobby and BJ, Scott, Rusty, and all the sponsors they got. I'd like to thank my beautiful fiance, Nancy. We just celebrated 4 years together as a fiance and a couple. I'd like to thank my cousin Brian and his wife Danielle up in Oregon. My cousin El Paso and his wife Tiffany, who watch all the time. My son in Alaska and my other son here. I'd like to thank the ALS Association Alabama chapter for letting me represent them on my truck here, and I race in honor of my sister who battled ALS for 5 years.
Wow,
That's a true warrior there.
warrior.
You know,
Yes.
I'd like to thank. I just lost my dad in July, cancer. Lost it. I'd like to dedicate this to him. I just want to let people know. Tell people you love them as many times a day as you can, because 1 minute they're here and you're talking to them, and literally the next minute they're gone.
That's right.
So
That's wise words right there. Well said.
and like I said, I'd like to thank all the drivers in here and all the sponsors, ALC Contractors, Buchanan Resort, Spa Auto Sales, Alan Tillery, Bob Moore, and Speed Zone. And also you guys. I'm looking forward to watching the broadcast, probably do it tomorrow after work. And thank Chan Pottle for being race control. I don't know if she remembers or not. I won a couple championships in the league she used to run many years ago. I won a championship here, as a matter of fact. Right when I left, I won the championship here. But that's about it. And I always, in my interviews, Roll Tide.
Oh, God.
Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide.
I'm
We'll
queasy.
take it. Now, what is the Sunday?
I'm queasy
Robert,
right now.
buddy,
Stop
congratulations on the finish, buddy. Appreciate your time. Hopefully, we'll see you next week when we head to Las Vegas or to Phoenix. It's out there out west. It's out there out west, but we'll see you in Phoenix, buddy.
There, yeah.
Yeah, you too. You too. You all take care. God bless. And y'all have a good one.
Hey, he seems like a really
That
nice
was-
guy to be, even if he is an Alabama fan.
Hell, come on. Anyway, appreciate Robert Dudley. We'll go to the third place finisher. That is Rusty Robinson in the 5. Rusty, buddy, good drive up 14 spots. Very good drive, mind you. One of the biggest movers in the field. Talk to us about your race, buddy. I mean, it was a long race to a certain extent. I mean, it was interesting because there was so much going on. There was cautions, there was chaos, there was door banging, there was all kinds of stuff. Your take of it, sir?
You're right about that, Jake. It was pretty eventful. I started pretty far back, and it seemed like I was in traffic about all night. I was finally glad to get up there towards the front, and then that last green-white checker just worked out good for me.
Well, you had a nice run tonight. I pulled it up here on the screen. You know, you started back there, mid-pack, and you stayed back there mid-pack for a good portion of the race, really. First half the race, and then you started working your way up, and you climbed right on up there to the front, and it looked like you. From on paper, it looks like you executed a well thought out game plan tonight. You know, you stayed back there, stayed out of trouble, saved your stuff, and then did you get involved in one tonight and have to use a fast repair? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I did. I got caught up in. I can't remember. It's towards the end of the probably about 30 or so to go, something like that.
Okay.
But I got caught up in something and had to use a fast repair. I'd just gotten tires, so I took a chance that they were all right and saved my last set of tires, and that's what really got me the track position there at the end.
Well, yeah, that certainly worked out well for you. Yeah, I mean, good job tonight, and obviously when we go to thank sponsors, we're gonna thank. Is it Buchanan Resort or is it Buchanan Resort?
We pronounce it Buchanan
Okay.
Resort, and
Okay.
the people say it both ways.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
around this part of the country, yeah,
It's Buchanan. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know we're going to thank the beautiful Buchanan Resort, and Jake and I are looking forward to fishing out of one of those party barges you got out there at some point in time, while potentially having the wives drive and maybe sipping on a cold one or something like that. But that's another story for another
Right.
time. But anyway,
it's coming. It's coming.
I know, right? No, seriously though, congratulations! Another good run for you this season. Yeah. I mean, I look at your race progress there tonight, and what I see is just a well executed race, and you really gave them a run there. If this thing would have went 2 or 3 more laps, I think you'd have had something for them, because you were coming there at the end, man. And Jake even commented on it a couple times during that last lap or so, that you were flying, man. So you looked really strong tonight. That was good to see. So go ahead and congratulations, and go ahead and thank all your sponsors, including the wonderful Buchanan Resort there, located in Tennessee. It's.
Oh man, thank you.
No,
We appreciate.
I'm playing. You know how I am.
Yes, sir. I really thank Motormouth Broadcasting, Jake and Jim. Appreciate what y'all do. The broadcast is real enjoyable to watch, and y'all do a great job with it. And of course, we got ALC Contractors and Spa Auto Sales. Bobby Joe, congratulations for his win tonight running that Spa Auto Sales truck. And Alan Tillery has been with us for ages, big sponsor. And Bob Moore Mazda has come on this year, and really appreciate them and the Heart to Heart group. And welcome to Speed Zone Race Control tonight. That's a really different touch to things, and I think that'll wind up and be good for us. Appreciate her.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. So, yep, congratulations again, buddy. And I'll let Jake close it out here with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Rusty Robinson coming home with the P3 here tonight, buddy. Appreciate your time. Congratulations on the run. We will see you at Phoenix come next week.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to tell y'all, you got your Roasted Record sponsor.
Yes.
Man, that sounds like a really cool place. I'd like to go to that one of these days. Got to get me some coffee ordered, but that's cool. I'm a vinyl collector, so I kind of.
Yeah, I know, right? What a concept, man. As soon as I wasn't a coffee guy. I'm actually becoming one now. The doctors pulled me off energy drinks and said I could drink coffee. So I'm starting in on coffee. I'm fixing to actually place myself a Roasted Record order here this week. But just the concept of being able to go in there and have some high quality coffee and shop for vinyl records and an atmosphere that you can listen to them while you're sitting around in there. I just think that is so cool. As soon as I heard about that idea, I thought, this guy's brilliant. This is great.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool place.
I know,
I'm in the
right?
area, and I will be one day. I'll swing through there.
Yep, Stewart, Florida. So somewhere right there, not too far outside of Orlando, I don't think, but in that general vicinity of Florida down there. But all right, buddy. Well, I appreciate that shout out for Roasted Record too, and they'll appreciate it. But again, thanks again, and a good run tonight.
Thank you. Y'all take care.
That was Rusty Robinson comes home with the P3 here tonight. And Jim, buddy, what a race.
Yeah, good one.
Good stuff, baby. Always some good stuff when we come out here and we watch them here tonight with the Heart to Heart guys. I mean, they always put on a damn banger. Always. Your final take, sir. Always a pleasure working with you as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you and I have a hoot together, And what's amazing is that people actually pay us to do this, you know. And they continue to pay us. That's the funny part. But no, it's I love obviously I love working with you, man. You and I have a blast together. And this series, this league is we say it all the time, but people have no idea how much we actually talk about it behind the scenes. You know, I don't look forward to any race at all during the week more than I do this race with you and these guys, man. We have been here for a season plus now. We ain't seen a bad race yet. And I can't say that about any other league that I've ever broadcasted. You know, eventually every one of them has a stinker, but we've been here a season and a half, and we haven't seen anything close to it. Always exciting finishes right down to the end. Good, high-quality racing. Even though we had a few cautions tonight, it wasn't bad racing that caused them, you know. I mean, racing incidents happen, especially on a track like Michigan. And, man, just good stuff. I love this league, man. Love them.
Absolutely, buddy. I love this league as well. It's one of my favorite nights to do some broadcasting. Obviously, with obviously, me and you've got a very aggressive work schedule on some of our racing, but obviously, this is one of the pleasures that I have each and every week to call this great league. That's why I wanted to come back for another season. And hell, who knows what may happen for season 12? I mean,
that's right.
Who knows? I mean, it's still a long way down the road. Let's not get her, let's not cut our chickens for the hatch. I mean, we still got some other stuff we got to figure out on that. But anyway, that's beside the point. What a race. Fantastic race for these guys. I mean, Bobby Lane finally gets the win out of it, gets him a win for the season, so lock that one up as well. What is going to happen when we go to Phoenix? That will be interesting. I love this place. Like I said, I love racing here.
I love Phoenix.
It just hates
too,
me.
I'm excited for Phoenix.
I hate Phoenix.
Do
I
you
can't
really?
drive there. I can't drive unless it's Daytona, Talladega, or friggin' Atlanta at this point. I can't do worth a damn on anything else.
Well, see,
I can't.
I
It's
like
terrible.
I like flatter tracks. So I like Phoenix. You know, it just I don't know. It just what I like. I like those kind of tracks, and Phoenix always seems to produce some good racing too. So I'm really excited about Phoenix. It's going to be a little different than but I'm really excited about this schedule this year. I think we got some cool tracks we're going to do. So, yep, super excited. So you can go ahead and say goodnight, Jake. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll with it next week. But, folks, that's going to do it for this broadcast here on Motormouth Broadcasting. Just thank all of these great sponsors. I mean, so many of them that have a hand here in this league, obviously, with ALC Contractors, Buchanan Resort. I even say Buchanan at this point because, hell, I'm in the South. I'm over here in Georgia, so I'm going to call it Buchanan Resort as well. Spa Auto Sales, obviously, Allen Tillery Chevrolet, Bob Moore Mazda. Interesting. Got the Chevrolet and the Mazda going on. That's pretty cool stuff. And the new one, obviously, Speed Zone Race Control. Thank you very much to them, as well as Roasted Record and Digital Race Engineer for what they do here for the Motormouth Broadcasting families. Thank you very much to every single one of the sponsors for what they do. Got to give a shout out. I mean, drivers, hell, y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all do it. Y'all are good. Y'all the best. We love y'all with a heart to heart. Drivers putting on a hell of a show, fans. Y'all come out huge numbers tonight supporting this great league. Keep doing it. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe to Motormouth Broadcasting. And BJ Lane, Bobby Joe, all the admins, Bobby Lane Jr., all the admins allow us to come in here, want us to come in here, love for us to come in here, call these great races, interact with the fans, be ourselves, and entertain you, the fans. For my good buddy, Big Jim Cunningham, co-commentating and producing. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said as always, say, be safe, be kind, be fast. We're 3 down, and we still got a long way to go. Phoenix next week. We're going short track racing. If there is beef, Bobby Joe said there might be, and maybe it fizzled off. Well, who knows at this point? But if there is beef, it will be settled at Phoenix Raceway, the short track of all of them, here on this channel next Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live and only on Motormouth Broadcasting. We'll see you there, folks.